Melvyn, do you know about cladding?
I know about cladding.
Can you explain to me?
Okay, so here's the cladding, right? Here's the cladding. So the cladding, it was a product called Bond, right? Look it up, Bond. It's an American company that supplied this product. They cannot use it in America on buildings over 40 feet because it's been banned there because of the fire risk. Not only that, there's two types of this Bond. There's the flame retardant fire Bond, which is very flame retardant, £24 per square metre or whatever it is, and then they've got the less fire retardant. I'll use the BBC words because they don't want to say it's completely flammable. The less fire retardant Bond, which is £22. Now they did a cost estimation.
10 million on that.
10 million, and that represented a cost difference of about £5,000. I'm going to be conservative and say 10,000. So you're telling me on a project of £10 million, you cannot spare an extra 0.01% of the project. Theresa May's committed £5 million
and now they're going to have to dig
as
deep,
aid
the cost of it
to
is like
help the victims of the Grenfell fire. Okay, conservative estimate again. I think there's a housing tenancy manifesto that's gone around that says 577. Right, people registered to live in there. Right, let's say 600. You divide 5 million by 600, and it's under £10,000 per person. That's how much it costs in counselling alone per person. That's how much it would cost in a year's worth of counselling per person. Right. So, not only are you undervaluing people's lives before the event, you're undervaluing people's lives after the event, right?
Could this
gas thing?
Well, the gas thing, like I said, look at that building. If you look above the white line on the brown brick, you can see a silver pipe. That is a gas pipe, right? When they redid the gas, because they did it to my building as well, right? They put the gas pipe in on the outside.
Is that safe?
The same as in mine.
No, it's not safe. No, it's not safe. And the reason they put it on the outside is that they said because it was too logistically difficult to embed it in the brickwork. It wasn't too logistically difficult. They just didn't want to spend the money to do it. And like I said, their inspection officers all work for the same organisation, so of course they're going to sign it off. Like I said, if that had been a building of 125 leaseholders, do you think there would have been exposed gas work? Do you think that gas piping?
So that means, as it's on the outside...
I tell you why they put the cladding up. There's two things. They put the cladding up for two reasons. It's not one reason, it's two. Right? They put it up because the people who bought their way into the area said it was an eyesore. It's not an eyesore. People live there. What do you want a tower block to look like? There's nothing wrong with it. As far as I'm concerned, that's as nice as you can make a concrete building. There are much worse concrete-looking buildings around the estate. In the south of the borough, there's
Barbican is an eyesore.
Right, Barbican is an eyesore. Yeah, that's not an ugly building, but because people with pound and people who are the right type of constituency voter complained, they wanted to do something about it. They said, "Can you do something?" So they already had a reason to do something. The second reason is, and this is actually a valid reason, they're trying to make buildings more energy efficient. You know, they're going around changing windows and stuff like that. So they had a reason to do it in the first place. However,
they could have used a more expensive one.
They should not have been cutting costs. That building generates something like £100,000 in rent each month.
Did anyone oppose
£100,000 in rent each month. Now you're telling me, right? They're still collecting it by direct debit of some people in the government mind. They're not going to cancel it. What are you talking about? Of course they're still collecting it. Would you not stop the money there and then and just distribute it? Would you not stop the money there and then? RBKC, I'm looking at their official site and feed, and they're saying there's enough volunteers, thank you. We've had enough offers of accommodation. No, we haven't, because I'm hearing reports on the ground of people who are homeless not having received anything yet. So how can they turn around and say we've got enough volunteers?
Can I just ask a quick question? You know when this guy was saying that there's nothing we can do?
Yeah.
So supposing at the moment when they had these proposals and then they had all the list of this inflammable Renault thing you said, imagine if somebody did have the power in their hands and say this isn't safe. Could anybody have made that change then?
Yeah, of course they could, right? Like I said, I've been a project manager in the past. Every single portion of a project can be changed up until the point of installation. I've worked on IT projects where we've ordered computers, set the delivery, and the delivery's in transit and then the customer said, actually we want laptops, and we've had to cancel the order. We've told the customer it's going to cost them more for restocking and all that, but the fact is we've still been able to change the order because they haven't been installed yet. So for a project of that size, until the cladding went on,
and is it public knowledge, all of these details of
it's public knowledge, but you have to dig to find it. Right. So like I say, I spend half my life on the computer because I work in the computer industry, so I spent half my time doing it, you know.
It's like you can do companies out.
You can do it. But the thing is, like I said, every person with a phone is a news outlet now.
Yeah.
Every person with a phone is a media outlet now. I don't use Twitter myself. I do look at Twitter, but I don't have a Twitter account. But Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, these are your news communication networks.
Who's changed these regulations then on this safety stuff?
No. They haven't changed the regulations. It's just that the people that signed it off are the same people that commission the work. Like I said with my auction analogy, if I start an auction, tell you to buy a ticket and I win it, that's what's happened.
It's a foregone conclusion.
Foregone conclusion. So they passed it off and said it was okay. But the people who passed it off are the same people that commission the work. That is why on any project, I've never been involved in buildings, but like I said, IT is the same as housing, it's the same as buildings, it's the same. Project management is project management. When you have finished a project, due diligence means you should get an independent audit or inspection of that work, or you should commission, get your client to commission an independent inspection of that work, right?
Be transparent.
That's what I was